When people taste Ruthie's for the first time, they just be like, oh my gosh, I love it.
I love the boss. Has the brisket, the cheese, the warmth, the comfort.
The crazy chicken.
Your taste buds are just, yes.
If I was having an event, the skinny people that don't eat would still get Ruthie's because it was so yummy.
Whenever you bite it, you get that perfect crunch and then that softness, you know, when your teeth sink into the sandwich. That's just a very loving feeling.
I'd love Ruthie's if it was just Ruthie's, but it just keeps getting better.
When you buy a sandwich at Ruthie's, you are investing in the overall quality of life in the place you call home.
The partnership with Cafe Momentum is the heart and soul of who we are today, elevating the young people on probation and making a pathway out. Every single one of our fellows has such an incredible story.
Having a conversation with them could change your whole day.
People tend to think different about people like me. It's depending on me to show what's possible.
That's when I learned how to be a good leader.
We see each other as a family.
If people feel valued, they will go above and beyond.
You know, I'm always here trying to uplift people, build people. I get built myself.
I've seen him become a dad, graduate. Now he's an assistant general manager.
Kindness is really what the world needs, even more than grilled cheese. Our culture is changing. They want to know that your business is not taking only, like that they give back. No matter what business you're in, you can find a way to do that.
Ruthie's is fueled by good.
So, Abillyon, it's good to meet you face-to-face for the first time.
You too, Dr. Flowers.
I know we had a virtual meeting and you were on camera, but we didn't really get to interact, so I'm delighted to have this opportunity to speak with you. Why don't you start, tell me a little bit more about yourself, your background.
Well, I grew up in Oak Cliff, raised by my grandparents, got into a little trouble back in the day, and I ended up finding out about Cafe Momentum. Yeah. And through the progress of me going to Cafe Momentum, I started learning new things about myself, learning how to change the way I talk, you know, walk with professionalism, you know, just lead by example in certain ways. When you reach and go into Cafe Momentum, it's a family. You know, everybody uplifts each person. You know, even if somebody's coming in feeling down, I mean, you're not gonna always be your best you every day, but we recognize that, and we always uplift people. I mean, we have people coming in and they got families, they got problems at home dealing with families, you know, or just all type of problems. You never know what someone's going through. But within that source, we always give them the resources that they need, you know, and just being somebody to uplift the person and help them, you know, and be good guidance for them. So within that time period, you know, I was about to graduate from Cafe, and Ruthie's wanted me to come join them. I was a little nervous, you know, because I mean, I feel like everybody is a little scared of change. You know, change could be terrifying for a lot of people. But when I went to Ruthie's, it was like another home. And, you know, when people welcome you with the home environment, it's kind of enjoyable. You know, you like to be there, you want to go back. And through that course of time, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to join.
Excellent. You know, so a lot of people, myself included, you know, you take a journey, you make mistakes, and you slip, and sometimes people don't get up. Yeah. But it sounds like Cafe Momentum was an opportunity for you to really have that.
Pick myself up. Exactly. Yeah. It definitely helped me pick myself up, especially like with Ruthie's. Ruthie's has definitely gave me a big chance to show a lot about myself and show my great leadership skills. And like me working with my peers that I used to be on the same level with, I have to lead by example all the time. You know, I got to let them know just because you get this position doesn't mean you get to slack off.
Right. So you're a role model in addition to role model, a leader. And so that's real exciting. So with this opportunity coming into South Dallas Fair Park with a Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, sit-down restaurant on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Man.
People don't realize,
They don't understand.
So this is major for this community. It's an injection of energy hope and pride and opportunity that I don't think people really can grasp. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm just so happy we can come in and help the community flourish, especially with the project we're doing here on Dr. Luther King. Like, oh my goodness, it's awesome.
Absolutely. So this is a neighborhood that's had a lot of struggles, right? Some by way of things that I say are socially engineered, laws and guidelines that were set up basically to allow certain things to happen in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And when it happened in the neighborhood, it happened to the people.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity to kind of rebound from that and to be on the forefront of bringing about some significant change.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a great chance to show the community that we're here and we're here to help, you know, that we haven't forgot about the community, you know?
And there's a certain beauty and I think a God-sent message in regards to your story and your giving back to the community. A lot of what, quite honestly, doesn't happen enough in the African American community. People who have been successful who sort of abandon the community. They don't come back, don't live, don't work, don't play, don't really contribute back to the neighborhood.
I would say I would feel kind of wrong if, you know, I make it out of my environment and I wouldn't come back and try to help.
Exactly.
You know, you got to plant seeds whichever way you can.
Right.
And all your seeds aren't going to grow. But if you get one, that's all you need.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to push it through.
Absolutely.
And the next one will, and the next one will.
Yeah.
Dr. Flowers, we're here in the new brick and mortar restaurant for Ruthie's, man. What is the master plan?
Well, let me put that in a bit of context. So St. Philip's School and Community Center is a school, community center, and a change agent for the neighborhood surrounding it. And so the ultimate goal of the school, the 10-year marker, is to become the ultimate model for school-based community transformation. All right, want to show that a school can have a mighty impact on the neighborhood surrounding them. So we're a community center. We have 63 basketball teams in our league. We have 5 football teams. We have Meals on Wheels that take place off of our campus. There's a clinic on our campus. Baylor has a clinic on our campus, and they serve families who, a pediatric clinic on our campus. There's a food pantry that serves hundreds of families who come to their campus and get food free. Even during the pandemic and COVID at its height, we still stayed open, so we were able to serve. Kids are coming for mentoring. The buses are picking up senior citizens, take them to the grocery store, the pharmacy, the post office, as our school bus is doing that. So a variety of services, including Meals on Wheels that goes out to 1,100 families where food is taken to their homes. That takes place off of our campus as well. But we are 1.5 miles from downtown Dallas. And the property values between here and downtown Dallas have gone up by 70% over the last 5 years. So it's becoming very, very difficult for people to find housing, to be able to stay and exist and live in this neighborhood. So we have people who live in this neighborhood who've been here for a long time, and they don't want to move out. Yeah. And so we have programs that are helping them get their homes repaired. There's some vacant lots that we have control over that we're helping to get new housing built in the neighborhood. And so this retail space is going to bring new life and activity. So something like this, and one of the reasons I love Ruthie's Rolling Cafe and what they've been doing far beyond this is contributing to the community in many, many ways, in a selfless way. But more importantly, the courage and the faith, the courage they had to come to a neighborhood like this and get this kicked off. And the faith that, you know, even though the statistics, even though the demographics don't look like what you ideally would expect in a typical corporate community, here we have that opportunity to defy those odds.
Yeah. You know, I like the fact that we get a chance to show the world what we can do and what a great partnership can do.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. There are a lot of people who've never experienced cafe momentum.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who have experienced Ruthie's. Under your vision, what do you see that experience being when a person walks into Ruthie's sit-down restaurant, what can they anticipate coming to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, just a stone's throw? You can see the skyline of Dallas right out that window there. What do you anticipate their experience would be when it opens up?
Well, I can tell you what their experience would be. Big smiles, because we'll be smiling right back at them. We want to open this door as a real calm, enjoyable vibe. I want people to be able to come and sit down and enjoy their food, let their kids be able to play, and just relax, you know? I don't want this to be a come and go. I want you guys to really just, you know, be able to sit down and enjoy yourself.
Come for an experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so as all of that happens, we want to be in a situation where we've taken a neighborhood right here where we're sitting. There used to be 48 liquor-related businesses within 4 blocks of where we're sitting. 48.
And not one Kroger.
And not one Kroger or Albertson or, yeah. You know how many there are now? There are 5. 5 liquor-related businesses within 4 blocks of where we're standing. So we want to go from, you know, perhaps having that 48 liquor-related businesses to having 48 millionaires live within 4 blocks of our campus. However, the people who still live here now, we want to prove and identify that you can transform a community in a dignified way that is respectful to the people who currently live there, and in a way that captures the history of that community.
Ruthie's is going to be mostly just probably one part of this building. What else you think is going to be on this block?
Yeah, we're excited. We have several businesses that are applying for additional space. We have 2 commitments that have already been signed out of those 7, so we're excited. But in addition to that, on this block, there's a Christian barbershop. It's right 2 doors down. There's a hardware store that is really like I call the Home Depot of South Dallas. It's hardware and auto parts and auto repair. There's a gym on the block, and then down at the far corner, there are 4 additional spaces that are being renovated as well. So ultimately, what we're planning to do is to have a community created in a fashion that would make God smile. This is not from the Bible, but it shall be done. And I have no doubt. I can already see all of the underpinning and all of the alignment. And this area of God's planet, these are anointed soils. And so through the work of so many people, Ruthie's Rolling Cafe, Cafe Momentum, St. Philip's School and Community Center, Cornerstone Baptist Church, City Square, the Real Estate Council, so many people are focused in on this vision. This will be a full block of excitement and an aha moment for those who have perspectives and attitudes about what can happen in South Dallas. We're beyond hopeful. We know it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time.
I can't wait. I can't wait till we show the world what we are capable of.
It's coming.